Just imagine waking up and you feel pumped and excited about life. In your brain, you have these positive thoughts. In your chest, your heart, your emotion, you feel it getting amplified with happiness and joy and excitement. It's like that moment in your life in which you finally landed a job with a career that you've always wanted, and you know that you're prepping for it because tomorrow when the alarm goes off, you're going to be stepping into a new dream, right? And for me, that's where I'm at right now. And it's later on in life, but it's okay because everything that I've experienced here in the United States has taught me to build character. It's put me in the burner. It's put me under a lot of pressure. So whatever country I go to now, I know that I'm going to do just fine. My name is David, and I want you guys to be part of this journey for those who live a life that's full of monotony, right? That's filled with, man, just I gotta survive, I gotta get by. I did that most of my life, all right? These last couple years have been a bit more strategic, and I've lived them a little differently, in which I had to make sure that I started removing things here, detaching things, giving things away, really purging out everything. And so as I went into the process of selling a lot of my items, my hardware, some of my assets, every single time I got rid of something or someone picked up that item and I started seeing my garage become more and more empty, at first it was kind of cool, and then I got excited. I started getting excited because I started giving so many things away. And the more you detach from these physical things, the more you feel like there's room for growth. There's this new room for creativity, right? And start building that avatar, not necessarily from scratch, but enhancing it with certain things that, in a sense, you didn't have because you didn't make any room for them, right? It's like having your fist like this, but still wanting to receive throughout life. You can't do that unless you go from a fist that's clenched with grip and defensiveness and ready on the offense to finally just giving up and opening up your palms and your hands and ready to receive the gift that the universe has to offer by relinquishing, right, some of that control. And so, speaking of control, here in California, the United States, I always felt like I had very little control over my life because we're constantly in this thing I call survivor mode, right? It's so chaotic. So now the excitement as I'm stepping into a new paradigm, that's exactly what I want to use as far as references. You're going to step into this new dimension, right? You kind of step into this new reality, and it's exciting. The reason why is because many people don't get to experience this, especially at my age. So if you're watching this, it doesn't matter that you're like 12 years old, and it doesn't matter that you're 65 years old. What matters is that you can still change who you want to become. You can still change your ways and behaviors. You can still change your circle, and you can always change the pattern to a different rhythm so you start walking to a different beat. And therefore, as I start to exit this for me, the United States, especially California, has always been a place where I didn't feel like I can really resonate. I always felt like, why is the USA constantly bullying other countries? Why does the USA think it's the most respected and the most advanced country in the world? It's such an egotistic place here, the USA, and I never loved it. And the reason I came to that conclusion was not through assumptions or seeing. I visited other countries, and visiting the different parts of the world really allows you to change your perception on how you see life for itself. You start seeing people live life in a way where some people might label it poverty because they don't have, for example, a car, or their home is not a newly built home. But sometimes, if you put on a different lens, it no longer looks like poverty. All of a sudden, it looks like freedom. And quite honestly, if you guys open up your mind and your heart, you will start seeing the world through a different lens. So you start seeing things you just didn't see before. It's like this really beautiful, interesting calibration that you go through that allows you to have a different perception and pick up on different things you didn't see before. It's like those moments in which you buy a car, right? And that car that you bought, all of a sudden you start seeing your car more often on the freeway because you've tuned your mind to pay attention to that specific manufacturing car model, right? So that stands out to you more now. And so once you guys flip that switch, right, and you guys start breaking away from whatever habit you have going on, whether it's a bad relationship or a career or a job that you're not very happy with, little by little you start feeling this sense of excitement. And Also, with that comes along some confidence because you start realizing I am still controlling my life, and I probably gave that job too many years of my life and life force. But yes, guys, I'm going to be breaking away to a whole different country. So it's important for me to remove everything that's been planted here in the United States, such as my LLC. That needs to be dissolved. That also is something that I want to have a conversation with you guys about in another video, but you have to remove yourself completely. So whatever money you start making through e-commerce or passive income, you're no longer being taxed 20 to 40% here in the United States. All right. You have to remove yourself, your residence, right? It has to be transferred. Your address has to be from a different country. The way you set up your bank accounts, right? Your business has to be adjusted and refined on your website, making sure that nothing is tied to the United States, California. Everything is overseas, abroad, right? So I will be walking you not only through this journey, but some of the process in which you can make a clean break so that you can actually start living life. And I'm excited for those who are watching this video right now who see and hear the fire in my voice, right? Because I know that you guys feel the same way. There has to be more people that feel like I feel, where they just feel like there has to be more to life. This just can't be it. I know there's more. I had dreams about it. I've seen glimpses of it. And yes, my friends, there is a lot more to life. And so I bring you on my journey, and I hope that my journey inspires you one way or another. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.